Let the story commence. Craig rescued an injured badger. That was his job. He got a phone call and somebody said, I don't know if you deal with wildlife, if this is just quickly tell us what's going on. Well, I don't know if this is something you's there, you just kind of leave it because maybe there's so many of them, but I've never seen a badger before. Okay, so it's a badger, and can you tell me what's going on? A badger is in our back garden and it's injured, and we went to kind of like help it, and it sort of like try to bite us. Don't really know what to do. Right, okay, and what's your address? I don't really like giving my address out. Is this definitely yours? Well, your phone does. I know, but the phone number could be a website. It could be a website. I mean, it could be one of the websites where it's no really you. Right. Okay, this is, if you check the website, you'll see that it's real. But how do I know? Well, I tell you what. How about you just leave it then? Craig really wasn't in the fucking mood for this shite. But he understood, because there's so many scams and all that going on, you just don't know. What's the harm in me just telling this website, oh, there's my postcode. You're getting fucking sent all sorts of fucking shite. Or just need a wee postcode check just to see, you know, if your area can get this fibre, or if you can get a delivery for this fucking shop or something like that. So you stick in a postcode and you go, fuck, I'll stick in a neighbour's address. But they find you. Craig actually had a neighbour come round it and go like that. I've had this thing through the door saying, so you're interested in fibre and all that? I'm no, but I know that you do a lot of internet stuff. So why don't you say your address? And say, I don't know what you're talking about. Craig was that, I don't know what you're talking about. Craig did a lot of online stuff about wildlife and all that, streaming wildlife things. Anyway, the person phoned back and said, right, I believe you. So this badger, and Craig said, the badger might, you know, be more, might be closer to death now because of your delay. I know. Craig had become callous and sadistic. So Craig went to the house and looked at the badger. He'd lost the plot. He'd seen so much fucking stuff. How do you cope? And he did a kind of fucking, what is it, sort of, what's his name? Colonel Kurtz? General Kurtz? Kind of Heart of Darkness, Apocalypse Now type of thing. What's his name? He'd flipped it. He couldn't cope. He wanted to tear out his teeth and all that. Colonel, right. It just got to him. And so he'd become callous and sadistic. He went with it, basically. He went with it. Life turned him into this, and he went with it. He thought, if this is the way I'm, this is the way I'm. Because he'd spent so much time around wildlife. These animals get to do what they want, get to be who they want to be. Oh, that dog is dead friendly. But that other dog, same breed of dog, is aggressive because of how, because its experiences in life has turned it into that, right? Well, Craig thought to himself, that life has turned me into this. So he turned up and he rescued the badger. He took it away and he helped it and he made it all right and he released it into the wild and it was fine. But he phoned back the person and said, it's about the badger. Oh, but I've been wanting to phone, but didn't know, if that was the right thing to do. How is it getting on? How it died because of your delay. It hadn't died, remembered, it actually helped it. because he still loved animals, but he was cruel and callous and sadistic towards humans. It died because of your delay. Oh, well, I just wanted to make sure. Oh my God. I mean, I'm not trying to make excuses, but there's just so many scams out there that scam. Why would I was going to scam you? Why would I set up a website to find out your address for a wildlife thing? It's not like I'm setting up a fake website for a bank or something. It doesn't make any sense. The badger's deed and it died in pain because of you. And he hung up. And he's fucking pissing himself. The end. That's a true story. You know, the funny thing is, that's actually a true story. You know how I know? I'll tell you how I know. Seeing that exchange that happened, that conversation, I was one of the two people. I was the person on the phone that is the victim of that. The victim. I was the victim there. And by that, I mean Craig. Craig was the victim there. What happened to him? Is turning evil a tragedy? Is it a bad thing that's happened when somebody turns bad? Yes, it is. So they're the victim.